The individuals depicted have been arrested but not convicted at the time of story postings. This information does not infer or imply guilt of any actions or activity other than their arrest. We make no warranty or guarantee as to the accuracy of this data.
316658. And counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. Christopher should be appearing on behalf of my client. This time we consent to the matter being heard via Zoom.
All right. And Ms. Phillips, your name, please.
Natalia Phillips.
All right, and today's the date scheduled for probation violation. You were sentenced on September 25th of 2023, and you're sentenced under advisement for your charge of possession of controlled substance. And it's alleged that the test you took on November 24th and November 29th both indicates the use of alcohol.
Judge, I can find out. I saw what happened with this. I did not receive anything from probation regarding this violation, nor did I see it on the docket. Judge, I would ask, I believe that she has a court date coming up on the 28th for a termination. I would ask that we potentially could have this matter set on or before that date. I'd like to have an opportunity to contact probation, get the exact readings of these violations. This might be in correlation with the fact that she is, in fact, sick, and some of the medicine she's taken could have alcohol in it. But I would like an opportunity to research this case so that I can provide a zealous representation for my client, as I'm starting behind right now with a lack of information.
Okay, counsel, and I can understand that you need time to talk to your client, but this matter is set for 10/20, and this notice has been sent out since December 7th. And your client doesn't have a court date on the 28th. She has an oversight or something on the 28th because we don't have a docket on the 28th. So,
Well, I can't articulate, Judge, that I have not received anything from probation. The last piece of information I had was regarding her PSI that was sent to me on September 25th. So as to the violation itself, Judge, I don't have any information regarding it, making it very difficult for me to allocate on my client's behalf. So if obviously we don't want an extended adjournment, if we could do a shorter one, Judge, I'd be happy to work around the court schedule. In fact, I mean, only frankly a couple days would be enough for me to get my grounding on what's going on, Judge. In fact, Judge, I'd ask for potentially an adjournment to this Thursday. I'd be happy to do that, Judge. I would be appearing via Zoom, but my client could appear in person. That gives me ample time to contact probation, get the lab results, speak with my client as to what could have potentially caused the violations, and handle the matter in short order.
all right, we have a very full docket on Thursday with both our docket and the 28th District Court. And I know we have some exams scheduled as well. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty, $5,000 personal bond with an alcohol tether. Ma'am, you have to have that alcohol tether on today through EMS Tether. And we'll schedule this for a violation hearing on January 2nd. So that's in person, ma'am, in person. And let me be very clear. I heard your attorney indicate that perhaps you're testing positive because of medicine. You were instructed when you began probation that you're not to use anything with any alcohol in it. That includes medication, ma'am, unless you have something prescribed from a doctor. If you're prescribed medication that contains alcohol from a doctor, you need to submit that documentation to probation. Otherwise, you need to change whatever medication that you're taking.
Yes, yeah.
Be very clear. I'm not taking that as an excuse for you testing positive, because counsel, I'm also letting you know that we also received the test results from December 7th that show positive for alcohol again and marijuana. So I don't know what medication what ailment the medication or the marijuana would be treating with her cold, but
I have a medical card, Your Honor.
You have a medical marijuana card, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how long have you had that medical marijuana card?
Like 6 months, 5 months.
Did you have that medical marijuana card prior to your sentencing?
Yes.
Really? Because the
I
sentencing.
had to I had the
It
appointment.
indicates-
I
Excuse
had the
me,
appointment.
excuse me. Let me please finish.
Yes,
Because your PSI indicates you do not have a valid medical marijuana card. And that was as of September 18th.
On what date?
Who's ever talking in the background cannot talk because they're not identified for the record. So, ma'am,
Yes, Your Honor.
when did you receive your medical marijuana card?
I received the exact date. It was, I think it was August something. I'm not quite sure the exact date.
So that would have been, okay, well, ma'am, as of right now, I don't have that information that you have a valid medical marijuana card. Did you supply that to probation?
Yes, I did.
When did you submit that to probation?
It was within like the first couple weeks. She had asked me for it and about it. I showed her the card and everything.
All right, I'll confirm that, but I don't show that. I don't show that right offhand. We'll set this for 10:30 a.m.
On what day?
January 2nd. You need to contact Ms. Shine because you need to get that tether today.
Okay.
Is it going to detect any alcohol, ma'am?
What was that?
Will the tether detect any alcohol today?
No.
Okay. Anything else, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, email into Ms. Shine by 12:45. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day. All right, and this is the matter of the city of Wyandotte for Charlena Mason, 232250. And counsel, your appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Christopher Chemke, appearing on behalf of my client, consenting to the matter being heard via Zoom.
All right, and Ms. Mason, your name, please. Ms. Mason, your name, please.
Charlena Mason.
All right, we had this matter scheduled for 8:45 and you arrived about 9:45 or so. What happened?
That's correct. I put my child on the bus and I got here as soon as I could.
All right, counsel, today is the date scheduled for the sentencing on your client's plea to an amended charge of operating while visibly impaired by alcohol. Do you have an opportunity to review the report and recommendation with your client?
I did, Your Honor. In fact, she was able to contact me via email. She said that she looked through the paperwork and that it's fine, so no additions, deletions, or corrections. We are prepared to proceed.
All right, and counsel?
Your Honor, as terms and conditions, we do believe they are appropriate. We would be respectfully requesting that they be adopted. Furthermore, Judge, we're in the position that we are hopeful that she is going to be an excellent candidate for consideration for early termination. Thank you, Judge.
All right, and so ma'am, if you were to test today, what's in your system?
Nothing. I am clean.
All right. No marijuana would be detected in your system?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, and the court will note after hearing from counsel reviewing the report, the recommendation, if there's reasonable grounds for MCL 769.5. The court's going to order 18 months probation. You're eligible for early discharge. I'll go over that in just a few moments. You're not to violate any criminal law or need of government. You're not to leave the state without the consent of the court. You are to report truthfully to your probation officer as often as your probation officer may require, in person, in writing, or virtually. You notify your probation officer immediately of any change in address or employment status. You not use any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed to be subjected to random testing. The rehabilitative goal for that condition is so the court can monitor your progress in maintaining abstinence and sobriety. You are to participate in outpatient substance use counseling. The rehabilitative goal for that condition is so that you can have assistance in providing coping mechanisms to maintain sobriety and prevent relapse, which hopefully will prevent this matter from happening again in the future. You are to participate in the Armed Weekend program. The rehabilitative goal for that condition is to further educate you about drug and alcohol use and help you learn trust and coping skills. You're to attend the MAD Victim Impact Panel. The rehabilitative goal from that condition is to further increase your understanding of the danger of driving while impaired and educate you about the consequences of such behavior. 75 hours of community service. The rehabilitative goal for that condition is so that you can further develop work and life skills and get back to the community. And mandatory incarceration for any violation. Any questions regarding those conditions?
No, ma'am.
All right. And ma'am, you reside in Northville. What brought you down to Wyandotte?
Again, I was out with a friend that night over at My Place restaurant.
All right. The court's going to order $300 fine, $100 screening assessment fee, $900 supervision oversight fee. That's $50 a month and 18 months. Since you're eligible for early discharge, some of that money may not be due. $200 for the cost of prosecution, crime victim assessment fee of $75, justice system assessment fee of $50 for a total of $1,625. You did post a bond of $500. Do you have any other money to pay today?
No.
All right, on your balance of $1,125, how much can you pay per month and what day of the month works best?
Second week of each month works best, so that would be a Friday of each month.
Okay,
And then
how much?
50 to 75.
All right, let's do $50 a month. You can always pay more, ma'am, if you have the ability to pay more that month, beginning January 14th. And we'll apply your bond. Oh, no, your bond was posted by your mom.
Yes.
Okay, is your mom going to apply that bond to your fines and costs?
No.
Okay, so I stand corrected. Your balance is $1,625, $50 a month. Okay. All right, and ma'am, hopefully this matter doesn't occur again in the future. With all the right share options, that shouldn't even be, this type of offense shouldn't even be occurring anymore, but. And as I did order, ma'am, you are eligible for early discharge. So long as all the following have occurred. You've completed at least half of your adult term of probation. All probation requirements have been completed. You've had at least 3 months without any violations, and all money's been either paid in full or you've made a good faith effort toward making full payment.
Okay.
You understand all that, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. The court wishes you well.
Can I get
Please
a
have a
copy?
seat.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm sorry?
Am I gonna get paper copies of the classes that I need to contest to?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. As I was stating before you were interrupting me, I was trying to tell you, you can have a seat in probation and somebody will be with you shortly so you can get all that information.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. And we are on the record in the matter of the city of Wyandotte versus Anthony O'Grady, 231343.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christopher Shemp. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Christopher Shemp, on behalf of my client, consenting to the matter being heard via Zoom.
And Mr. O'Grady, I do apologize for your wait as well today. And I think I said that to Ms. Mason, I don't know. And sir, your name for the record, please.
Anthony Michael O'Grady.
Well, today's the date scheduled for your sentencing since you failed to appear on October 24th. And this is on your plea to assault battery. And
Yes. So what had happened was my grandmother had a heart attack and I had called 911. When the cops and the ambulance got there, they had talked to me because I was the one who made the call. And I had a warrant in Southgate for an old traffic ticket that I was unaware I had. Since then, I've paid off all of those fines and took care of that case. And then I had called up to the court to reschedule my sentencing. I spent a week in Wayne County Jail. I was there from, I want to say October 23rd to the 30th, or 21st to the 28th.
so that would explain how you ended up handling this matter, but you didn't appear in court on October 24th for your sentencing.
I was incarcerated during that time.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And counsel, you had an opportunity to review the report and recommendation with your client.
Yes, I did, Your Honor. It is factually accurate.
All right. And as to the recommendation.
Your Honor, I saw the recommendations. I believe my client is an excellent candidate for consideration of the 771 provision. Judge, I'd ask the terms and conditions be adopted. I'm confident that he will comply with the conditions and he'll have no further instances of failure to adhere to court orders. Thank you, Judge.
All right. And sir, what would be in your system if you were tested today?
So I would have light traces of marijuana. The reasoning for that is I do have advanced stage 4 metastatic melanoma. My oncologist, so with having cancer, I have 8 tumors in my stomach. So not every day, but if I go days without eating due to the tumors in my stomach, so I'll eat like a 20 milligram edible just to help with
Okay.
my
Okay, sir. Sir, okay. I understand that. So then your doctor needs to submit something to this court indicating that he or she is prescribing marijuana for medicinal purposes.
Okay.
Not just something for the clinic.
I go see my oncologist Wednesday, so I could have her send that over Wednesday if that's okay.
Yes. I'm going to presume, sir, that you probably shouldn't be drinking any alcohol, right? With all of your medications.
I have not drank alcohol since the incident of the assault and battery. I believe it's been give or take 2 months since the incident. It was middle of October. So I have not drank since that date. And then I don't smoke marijuana regularly. It's only if I'm feeling sick or nauseous.
Okay, well, sir, based on the allegations that were put into the police report, right? The spitting, like all of that, I mean, clearly is absolutely inappropriate. And Mr. Akers is not present today, but that doesn't affect the court's sentencing at all. The court finds there's reasonable grounds to support MCL 769.5. The court will order 12 months probation. You're eligible for early discharge with a hearing. The court will take this matter under 771.1 status. You're not to violate any criminal law of any unit of government. You're not to leave the state without the consent of the court. You are to report truthfully to your probation officer as often as your probation officer may require, in person, writing, or virtually. You are to notify your probation officer immediately of any change in address or employment status. You're not to do any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed to be subjected to random testing. The rehabilitative goal for that condition is so the court can monitor your progress in maintaining abstinence and sobriety. To participate in the chemical awareness program, the rehabilitative goal for that condition is to educate you about drug and alcohol use so that you may make better informed decisions in the future. 1-day anger management class, the rehabilitative goal for that condition is to help you learn appropriate ways to express yourself in an upsetting situation. No contact with Adam Akers, that's phone contact, text message, email, social media, third party, anything of the like. You're not to return to the DOT pub. And you are to have your oncologist send over prescription or recommendation regarding medical marijuana use.
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions regarding the terms and conditions?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
The court will order a $400 fine, $100 screening assessment fee, $600 supervision oversight fee, that's $50 a month at 12 months. And since you're eligible for early discharge, some of that money may not be due. Cost prosecution, $200. Crime victim assessment fee of $75. Justice system assessment fee of $50. Chemical awareness program, $75. A total of $1,500. Do you have any of that to pay today, sir?
Not today, but I will have $500 this Friday, the 22nd. I recently started a second full-time job and a third part-time job, so I'm working 70 hours a week and I get paid every Friday. So ideally, I would like to just pay this off as soon as possible.
Okay, and so you said how much?
I will have $500 for towards my fines this Friday, the 22nd. And then
Okay,
I can
the
make
court
a
is
couple
not-
$100 payment every Friday after this.
Okay, the court is not open on the 22nd, so I'll indicate $500 December 26th. And then keeping in mind that up to $300 may not be due, we can do $200 per month. How does that sound, sir?
That works for me.
Beginning January 26th. As the court did indicate, you are eligible for early discharge so long as all the following have occurred. You completed at least half of your original term of probation. All probation requirements have been completed. You've had at least 3 months without any violations, and all monies have been either paid in full or you've made a good faith effort to making full payment. Do you understand all that, sir?
Yes.
All right. Since you're here in person, please stop over and see probation and somebody will be with you shortly, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
And actually, I did indicate that you'd be eligible for early discharge. That would be one way that you could request a hearing for that. You have to have a hearing for your eligibility, okay? All right, anything else, Mr. Shemke?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, have a good day. All right,
You
off
too.
the record.
Thank you.
And then that's everything, Mr. Shemke.
I believe so, Judge. I think there might be 2 more in custody. I'm on standby if they come through.
All right, thank you.